Hey everybody, how's it going? Isaiah Boyer from Behind the Trigger Firearm Training. Just here real quick to show you a couple different ways of concealed carry. A lot of my students are asking me, well, what do we do after we take your class? How do we carry? What's a good way to carry? What are some of the tools we need to be prepared while we're out and about carrying our concealed weapon in public? Well, the first thing, have a gun. Secondly, you need to have a plan. And 3, you need to have a good prepared mindset for dealing with a shooting situation. What I like to do is, if I can, I like to have a outside the pants holster, and preferably a good belt. If you don't have a good belt, your gun's going to feel wobbly, it's going to feel disconnected from your body, and you're just not going to be comfortable. You're constantly going to be pulling up on your pants, constantly checking to make sure your gun is tight, your belt's tight, and that just kind of draws unwanted attention and unneeded attention as well. So if you can do those few things, have a good belt, have a good holster, you'll draw less attention to yourself. The other thing too is, I recommend carrying another couple of mags, either 1 or 2 mags, preferably at least 1. And when you position these mags in your mag holster, you should be able to get to them with one hand, from any kind of concealment, left-handed, right-handed, strong hand, and be able to get to them quickly. Now the other thing too is, you want to put it in the same way that it would go in your gun. So I always use my pointer finger. This is the way it's going to go into the gun, bullet going away from you. So that's the way I put it in my holster. That way I know when I grab this mag, it's ready to make a smooth transition up into my gun. Now, you need to be able to get to your gun with your non-shooting hand, and you also need to be able to get to your gun with your shooting hand. So today's outfit, wardrobe, whatever you want to call it, is a hooded sweatshirt, because here in northern Ohio it's cold. It's about 35, 36 degrees. So with one hand I'm able to come out and get on target with my concealed weapon. Now this gun is unloaded. It's not going to shoot anybody, especially not going to shoot me. So the other thing is too, you need to be able to get to it rather quickly with one hand or 2 hands, and it needs to be fluid and smooth. Shouldn't be jerky. It should be one nice fluid motion. And if you notice, when my hand moves my shirt up, it stays there. I don't just let it go after I've moved my shirt up. I keep it here for a reason, and the reason is, when my shooting hand pulls my gun from the holster, it joins it and comes out and lets me be more stable and more accurate when I'm shooting. So then when I put it away, same thing. If I need to have a reload, I can do that with one hand. So the other thing is too, when you're reholstering, you need to be able to do it without looking at your holster. You should know where your holster is at. You should be able to feel where that holster is. If you go like this to check and see where your gun's going at, you lose all this vision up here. You can't see anything. The only thing I can see is a couple feet to the side of me, so I lose all this up here. So you never know if a bad guy's going to strike after he's already, one guy's went down, maybe he's not out of the fight, maybe he's able to come back and still present a fight and present a deadly situation to you after he's already been down. That's the other thing. Keep your gun out, keep it in your hand until you're able to establish that the threat has been stopped. I can't stress it enough. Folks out there put a couple rounds into a guy, the guy drops, and then they holster their gun and kind of just stand around or call 911. You should call 911, but you should make sure that threat has been stopped and eliminated. That way you're not killed as a result of that. But this is just a quick little training video, a couple minutes long. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good day.